Hallelujah!
Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and this is the 2024 Minnesota Whiskey Elite Blind Whiskey Tasting Advent Calendar that I am performing for you. Today is the 5th of December, meaning it's the 5th pour of the month. Ding! Sample number 5. America. Since today is day 5 of the calendar, I'm giving myself 5 smells to see if I can guess what is in this glass. Did I steal that idea from a golfer who's not Tiger Woods? I sure did. Why would I do such a thing? I don't know. Maybe to showcase my talents. Maybe to show the world what I can do. How many whiskeys can I guess wrong without breaking through a glass wall? I don't know. That's why we're here. That's what we're gonna find out. 5 smells, and then I'll venture a guess. After I venture my guess, I'll then continue to nose and taste the whiskey. I'll review it, I'll score it, and then, at the end of the video, I'll reveal the pour to see if I got it right. All right, let's go in for smell number 1. That is familiar. That is very familiar. Bourbon. It's definitely a bourbon. And by definitely, I mean I need to smell it again. Second smell. This is hard. I should have warmed that sample up ahead of time because the sample that is in my glass is cold. And whiskey that is cold doesn't put off as much smell. And also not as much flavor. That's just a little Christmas whiskey tip for you. Third smell. It's either MGP or Buffalo Trace. Leaning towards Buffalo Trace. Not the bottle, but the distillery. A Buffalo Trace product. I feel like I could get this one if I focus hard. Just focus. 4 smells. I almost took a second smell after that, but then I caught myself and I didn't. That is definitely a Buffalo Trace product, but which one? Oh crap. There's black cherries and vanillas. There is some oak on there. There's definitely some oak on there, which is making me a little bit puzzled. I have 1 smell left, but I need to go into it with a game plan. A game plan, because you could nail this one, Porter. You could get this. You could do it. You can do it. The Minnesota Whiskey Elite makes a lot of these calendars. So, in order for them to make a lot of these calendars, it has to be available enough for them to get several of the same bottle. There are a lot of obscure pours in these calendars, so I think that it's going to be difficult for me to find a lot of these days that I actually have a shot at guessing the bottle on the nose. And I think that this might be one of my best shots. 1 more nosing job, 1 more NJ, and then I'm gonna guess. So, here we go. Five. E.H. Taylor Small Batch. E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Final answer. Am I gonna be right or wrong? We'll find out. Yeah, lots of black cherry. It's almost like one of the black cherry ice creams, like a Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia. It's got that cherry base layer with bits of chocolate, but this is Buffalo Trace through and through. The more I'm nosing this, the more excited I'm getting about my guess. Because it doesn't smell like a very basic Buffalo Trace product. Like, it doesn't smell like Buffalo Trace. This nose is really good. This is a phenomenal nose. Day number 5 down the chimney. Damn, that is good. And I might be right. Well, I might be right. It is thick and viscous, tastes better than what I would imagine a standard E.H. Taylor small batch would taste like, though. Son of a bitch. I'm probably wrong. Very oily, and there might be a little bit too much oak on it. This also might be a little bit too high proof. I feel like it came in a little warm. Second sip. It's ooey and gooey and candy. It's like a swimming pool full of congealed alcohol cherries. And you dive right in. You jump into it like Scrooge McDuck, if Scrooge McDuck were an alcoholic. There's too much spice on the back end of this to be any of the weeded Buffalo Trace products. I feel like that's too high proof to be H. Taylor. Oh yeah, that bigger sip I just took and touched every part of my mouth that a high proof bourbon does. The only thing I can think of now that that could possibly be is like a Stag Junior, but I don't think that they would have enough Stag Junior bottles to fulfill all these calendars. It's not a super complex pour, but like a lot of Buffalo Trace products, what it does extremely well. It's just overall a super good pour. And I think it would probably deserve a super good score. Would I put this in the category of a very good bourbon? It could be, but I think it's better than that. I think that this is considered a great pour. I would say that today, on the 5th day of December, this blind pour receives a blind score of 8.3. 8.3 for this, what I assume is a Buffalo Trace product. Number 5. Come on. Today, we were drinking Stag Bourbon Batch 24A, 127.6 proof. Holy crap. I got the distillery right. How in the hell did they get that many bottles of Stag? I love this advent calendar. Did I correctly guess it off the nose? No, but I definitely correctly guessed the mash bill. Same whiskey, different age, different proof, probably aged in a different part of the rick house, but I nailed the whiskey, just not the, you know, the final product. My nose was 27.6 proof points off, which is why guessing proof on the nose is stupid. But that also makes it super tricky to figure out what you are drinking without tasting it. And I feel like this might be as close as I get in this calendar on opposite day, because we have 20 days left and I'm not going down without a fight. I will find one of these pours inside this wooden box that I nail immediately off the nose. I just feel it in my loins, wherever your loins are. By the way, batch 24A of Stag, I haven't tasted a Stag in a while. It's been probably a few months. But this tasted really good. Maybe it's the magic box that they send all these samples in, because yesterday, not gonna spoil what yesterday's pour was if you haven't watched it, but I like that one a lot more than I thought I should. And this Stag, although Stag is phenomenal bourbon, I think that this is actually really damn good. I like it a lot. Like a lot. Day 5 Stag, thank you to the Minnesota Whiskey Elite for sending stuff like this in the advent calendar. That's super awesome. Love to know how you got your hands on so many allocated bottles. Huh? How'd you do that? You freaking shysters? Just kidding. I love those guys. Oofta, you got all the Stag, eh? Day number 5 in the books. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, it would mean the world to me if you just subscribed. It's like a Christmas present that you can give to me for absolutely free. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow, day number 6, I will be here unless something tragic happens. God forbid. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on staying healthy. So many comments, and this is what I like about doing the calendar this way, day by day. Would in the future, will I shoot a couple days ahead of time? Possibly, but I'm not gonna shoot all of it at once. I kind of like following along and reading the comments as it goes, changing things up a little bit. And the comments that I've been getting are this: oh, Matt's not sick this year. Is this the first advent calendar Matt's done without being sick? It's only day 5. We got 20 more days. But if you're taking bets or placing bets on whether or not I get sick through this calendar, this is a little preview of what's happening. Currently, I'm not sick. Feeling pretty damn good. My wife, she's not sick. My oldest daughter, she's not sick. My youngest daughter, not sick, but erring on the side of caution and to be extra transparent. She did wake up this morning and said, I have a runny nose. That's all I know. Is it allergies? Possibly. Do we have any immediate family who we visited for Thanksgiving that we know were sick? No. But also, super transparent, we were around a bunch of other children. And we didn't ask their parents if their kids were sick. We didn't witness any kids being sick. Everything seemed fine, but you know damn well that at least one of those little buggers had something up their nose. Something going on. Did our kids catch it? Did we catch it? Probably not. But there's always a possibility. What I'm looking at seems to be a clear path straight ahead, which is something you never say, unless of course you want to jinx yourself and wind up sick. Son of a bitch. Shouldn't have done that. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you so much. Good night.